Tigers of Wake Forest visit the Fighting Irish.
Notre Dame and Navy.
Texas is here.
This Georgia Tech team can put up some serious points.
Tiger Stadium awaits.
87th meeting with Southern California. Stanford Stadium, the Fighting Irish in Boston, Mass. The biggest game in Temple football history.
That's why you're committed, because there's a purpose. And there's pride in Notre Dame football.
And let's play the game from the start to the very end that exact way. This is a big ball game with national ramifications.
You go take care of business today for 4 quarters of football. That's how we do it in Notre Dame. Nothing else is acceptable.
Team 127, baby. Team 127. Here now is Newsom's kickoff. Here come the Irish.
It's old-time football. It's throwback football. Knock you down hard football.
Here's a lob ball to the end zone. What a catch by Chris Brown.
Just takes it away.
Here is a option play. Notre Dame has an open receiver. It is caught. Alize Jones.
And it is caught by Notre Dame. Carlisle has been a major target. Here's a throw to the near side, and Notre Dame takes it in. Amir Carlisle.
And Robinson hauls it in.
Torrey Hunter, a brilliant stretching reception. Touchdown Notre Dame.
Here's Zaire dropping.
Caught. It's going to go for the touchdown to William Fuller. Holston walking through the tunnel and off the field.
Zaire is down.
And now he's down on the ground. Brian Kelly finds himself dealing again with multiple injuries.
Next man in is absolutely crucial, and you're going to have to be ready to step in and play at the highest level.
Handoff to Procise. He weaves his way somehow.
Breaking about 5 or 6 tackles and reaching for the goal line. Freshman running back getting his first carry of his career, and he is into the end zone.
Turning wide, turning up, turning in. Touchdown, Josh Adams. Josh Adams is on the run. Crosses the 40. Look at him run. Weaving and driving and fighting to the end zone. C.J. Procise. Hands off in the open field. On his way.
Now is anybody going to catch him?
Touchdown. 91 yards. Breaks a gap. Adams is on the run. Stiff arm to tackler. Brilliant. Touchdown Notre Dame. 98 yards.
The longest run in Notre Dame Stadium history.
Way to pick them up. Way to pick them up. They needed you and you came through for them.
4 seconds left in the half. So there's time for one more play. Notre Dame is sending out Justin Yoon. Yoon's kick on its way, and it is good. 52 yards. A career-long field goal to give Notre Dame the lead at the half.
Team 127 has got to lay it on the line for the next 2 quarters. But listen, nobody's giving you anything. You got to go earn it. Offense, defense, and special teams. Live up to that standard. We're the better football team. Let's go show it right now.
Let's just not outsmart ourselves, right? We know what they want to do. We see their plan. Let's just execute our plan against them.
Kaiser takes a look, throws a long ball downfield. He has a receiver there. Caught by Fuller. He's on the run. He answers with a phenomenal play. 75 yards.
Hey, go. They're coming right back to that. Let's go.
Romeo! They're not blocking you?
Sunken. Hands. You're doing what they want you to do when they're waddling.
Zach back at the 40-yard line. Aguero with his 3rd sack of this game. A one-man gang today.
Mentally tough. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Who can turn it up? Who can turn it up? Let's go.
Looking for a place to run. The quarterback gets free for a moment. Then he's tackled at the 29. Great play by Notre Dame's defense. Handoff, rolling out. Here's a pitch. What a tackle by Notre Dame for a loss. An open field hit by Drew Tranquil. Here's the punt. It's blocked by Notre Dame. They pick it up and score.
Amir Carlisle. Equiminius St. Brown, who got the hand on it. Sheldon Day coming from the left side.
Gets intercepted by Notre Dame.
Andrew Trombeni.
Let's go make a play. Let's go get the game winner. You feel me?
Intercepted by Notre Dame in the most phenomenal defensive play of this season.
Get another one. Get another one. Get another one.
Throws on the run. Kiveri Russell, just as he did against Southern California, takes the ball and wins the game.
Hey, be ready for anything that could happen. We got to go down and score again. Win the game. I believe in you.
Time is running out on Notre Dame. Here's a home run ball. Going for it is Fuller. He's out there. He catches it. Touchdown! Notre Dame looking for a miracle. They pull it out.
How about them Irish? As you answered every one of those question marks with an exclamation point.
Please put your hands together for your hosts, Hannah Storm and Dan Hicks.
So fun to be back here at my alma mater. So proud of everybody in this room and very excited for Echoes 2015. We're your hosts for the night. We're going to highlight just how amazing Team 127 is. And as you just saw, and we all know, you guys poured your hearts and your souls into this 10-win season. And with 5 games played in prime time, spotlight was on you, and you definitely delivered. And it has been a blast to watch.
I can't help but look at some of the faces of the guys here going, wait a minute, Dan Hicks is married to Hannah Storm? Probably didn't. I don't know if you put that together or not. A lot of people don't know. But we are married, and it didn't take you like 5 seconds to tell everybody that you're a Notre Dame alum. I know you're proud of it.
Yeah, go Irish.
Before we get any further with the program, I just want to, sweetie, you look absolutely fantastic tonight.
Thank you.
Does she look great? This team, you guys have had an incredible season. I mean, if you think about it, all the great things you've had a chance to do. You've got to play in 2 NFL stadiums, a baseball stadium, and a driving monsoon. No other team in the country, I don't think, can say that.
Tonight, it's all about incredible performances. None, though, we have found that could really rival Will Fuller. Beating Chris Brown in 2K using the 76ers. How is that possible?
Hey, Josh Anderson is here tonight. Josh, where are you? Josh?
I mean, what a great story. We all saw it, you know, went viral. Coach Kelly announcing the scholarship. Well, you modeled the Shamrock Series uniform before the start of the season. It was one of the highlights, really.
Yeah, and I want to thank you, Josh, because that way I could quit talking about Joe Schmidt all the time, another walk-on, you know.
I think Joe's a great story, but I'm kind of confused because I was preparing for tonight. So I looked in the media guide, and it said that Joe was 6 feet and a half inch.
Yeah.
Okay, so I didn't know that you could round up 4.5 inches like
that. Unreal, Joe. He takes it in stride. And yeah, before I forget, Matthias Farley, I was told to make, where's Matthias? Where are you? Right. I was told we got to kind of hurry to keep on schedule because you got to walk your dog Harper. So we want to keep the program moving. So.
But wait, again, Matthias is still on the team. Wow, okay.
He's still here. He's still here.
Matthias has been here so long, he was actually roommates, I believe, with one of the 4 horsemen. Is that right?
We'll take this one step further.
Why not?
How long has he been here? He's been here so long he refers to Coach Elliott as the kid. So he's been here for a while, suffice to say.
Yeah, he's been here so long, his first interception at practice was on Ron Palace.
Oh, wow. And a player that certainly has battled his way through more than his share of injuries in his career, of course, is Chase Hounshell. And where's Chase? What a team guy. You know, I know you moved from defense to offense. You're the self-proclaimed 3rd down specialist, right?
I mean.
After finally catching a pass on senior day and giving you 1 more reception than tackles for your career now, I think it's pretty much up.
4 tackles, let's be clear. Because Chase has been here for 5 years, we really wanted to just pause. We wanted to take a moment and watch Chase's career highlights.
Oh my God, That is Chase Hounshell, who collects his first career reception.
We'll move along.
All right, this team is so talented. talented. There's so many players here tonight who made the short list for several national awards, including Butkus Award winner Jalen Smith.
Jalen.
But I think we all know that echoes are what really matters in this room tonight, because it's such an honor just to be nominated by your teammates. And this year, we had 4 finalists who have been nominated for MVP. So let's get started with the highlights of nominee numero uno.
You know, Deshaun, he went from really no stress to having the weight of the world on his shoulders.
Malik went down and, the game was on the line and, we needed Deshaun to step up.
The thing that we wanted to let him know is we trust you.
Went over there and just gave him some advice and just to let him know that, we're here for him.
And once he realizes that, he just falls back to playing the game.
After he threw his first big completion, I got him on the phone and, hey, so you actually can throw the football, can't you? He's like, yeah, Coach, I am. I can throw it around a little bit. That, to me, was when I knew that this was going to happen.
Quarterback for Notre Dame, when you get all the glory, you get all the blame, it's got to be one of the most stressful jobs there is. How he handled it was unbelievable.
It's something that he prepared for, I think all of his life.
It was weird that he was that calm and that it just clicked.
And that's what you need in those moments.
Here's a home run ball. Going for it is Fuller. He's out there. He catches it!
His leadership definitely grew a lot, and you can just tell his composure and how different he was by that Temple game. You kind of knew he was like, these guys are listening to me.
When you get into a situation at Temple in a really hostile environment against one of the best defenses we played all year.
He was saying, we're going to score in this next drive. We're going to score in this next drive. And he was like, we're right there, but we're going to score in this next drive. For your quarterback to go out there and say that, that's when you want to make big plays for him. You want to do things to help him out.
That was great. That's probably one of the happiest moments this year I had. I trusted him that he was going to put that ball there. We saw that coverage the last time we were in the goal line, and he saw it and I saw it, and it was just like a little connection, and it was just cool that we both were thinking the same thing.
When you see that from a player that week 2, he's just trying to complete a hitch, and then week 9, week 10, he's now running the offense at a high level.
He will go the distance. His best play as a Notre Dame quarterback, and Deshaun.
Echoes 15, Notre Dame football's award show continues after the break. Here to present the Offensive Newcomer of the Year award, please welcome Coach Mike Sanford.
Please put your hands together for Offensive Newcomer of the Year, DeShone Kizer. So as you know, DeShone, I'm not going to give it to him. He looks kind of dapper tonight. We have a thing we do on a weekly basis called Real Talk Thursday in the quarterback room. And one week I was looking around and the group was looking a little rough, to be quite honest. And I looked at DeShone and I said, hey, man, you got to do something about that haircut, man. And I just want to give it up for DeShone. First time I've seen him look presentable in quite some time. And let's give it up for this young man for a terrific season, DeShone Kizer.
The Nick Pietrasante Award honors senior wide receiver Chris Brown. Chris best exemplifies the courage, loyalty, teamwork, dedication, and pride of the late Irish All-American fullback. Pietrasante was Notre Dame's leading rusher in both 1957 and '58. An unyielding desire to succeed remains a part of the Notre Dame football program's fabric. Chris Brown's character is an admirable illustration of what Pietrasante stands for and the nature of a Notre Dame man.
Time now to take a look at our next MVP nominee.
Sheldon calls himself a lot of things. Sheldon thinks but he definitely is our juice man. He gets us hype.
I mean, he's the juice man. Sheldon's the juice man. That's hands down.
You can just look to Sheldon to give you some juice you up, and then before games, he gets everybody super hype. He's one of the most explosive defensive linemen I've ever had the privilege of playing behind.
Sacked by Sheldon Day.
Each and every week, Sheldon Day, he's a productive player in the games. He's productive for a reason, and that's because during practice, he does all those same exact things every single day, and he holds himself to that same standard.
He has so much confidence in his game, and just the work that he puts in kind of makes you feel as if, yeah, I gotta make sure that my game's to a certain standard just so that I'm leveling up with Sheldon, which is pretty tough to do.
It definitely is easy to overlook a guy like that just because he is so consistent. You try not to take that for granted just because it is so special that he's able to do that throughout a game and a whole entire season.
I think it says a lot about him. For him to come back, there wasn't a point in the season that he talked about stats or, you know, what it's gonna be like in the league, or those words never come out of his mouth. It's all about winning for him.
Even though he knew he had the opportunity to go and play professional football, and you know, he didn't let that sidetrack his leadership of this team and the people on this team that he was caring about.
He's loved the family that we've built here. He's built it. He's been that guy.
It was a great honor to play with him.
Echoes 15, Notre Dame football's award show continues in a few moments.
All right, this next award is given tonight for someone who is dedicated to making the community a better place. It takes a very special person to make the time and have the commitment to do this with everything else that you guys have going on. Here to present the Irish Around the Bend Award, please put your hands together for Coach Autry Denson.
Here's a little bit about the Irish Around the Bend Award winner.
Joe Schmidt is a very interesting human being.
I mean, Joe Schmidt is Joe Schmidt. You know, Joe is just Joe.
Man, that guy, he's a special character. You know, he cares so much about people that it's kind of crazy.
I mean, Joe is always trying to do the most, as we say in the locker room.
He's much more than a football player, much more than a student. He has just tremendous love for Our Lady, for Notre Dame.
His values in family and friends are huge. I mean, the people that are in his life, he really does love. Just being one of his best friends, to know that he probably truly really does love me and really does care about where I go in life means a lot.
And when a guy like Joe Schmidt says, I believe in you, like MVP of the team, captain, you know, if you believe in me, then I must be something special. You know, I must be worth something.
He just cares about people. He's always trying to make somebody better. If he doesn't do something for himself in a day, I think he goes to bed happy if he makes somebody else happy.
And I got to tell you, now, Joe is absolutely the teammate's teammate. He is one of the smartest people at Notre Dame, or one of the smartest people you will ever meet, which makes me proud to be an alumni because I'm in that same classification, I guess, right? So, but one of the things about Joe I like the most, you saw the eyes, he's very intense. And the running backs, we did pretty well this year. We were blessed. And one of the things that got us going every game was after BVG gives this talk, Joe kind of comes in and puts his exclamation point on it. So if you don't mind, before we leave, Joe, can we, come on, Joe, come on, Joe. Come on, Joe, can we get one tonight? Come on, Joe. You ready? On three. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Let's go! Joe Smith. Let's go, Joe.
Well, next we're going to be presenting the Krause Defensive Lineman of the Year Award. The award, of course, is named in honor of the Notre Dame athletics legend Edward Moose Krause, a 3-sport monogram winner who earned All-America honors in football as well as basketball, while also in his spare time competing in track and field.
Yeah, he's a pretty busy guy. He later served as coach, as you know, before becoming the Notre Dame athletic director for 33 years.
I'm interested to see who wins because I've been saying their names a lot throughout the season, and heck, one guy even scored a touchdown.
Yeah, here to present the award, please help us welcome to the stage Coach Keith Gilmore.
All right. Let's take a look at the most valuable defensive lineman of the year award.
Number 91, Captain Sheldon Day.
And is taken down by the foot by Sheldon Day. He gets pressure right away, and down he goes. For a loss. Terrific Oakenfield tackle. And right there in the backfield, Sheldon Day and company.
And here he is. Sheldon Day. Here you go. Congratulations. All right. Hey, every now and again in life, you have an opportunity to coach a young man that's special. And I've been fortunate during my career. I've had a number of draft picks and whatnot, but this guy, his knowledge and his versatility in the game of football is second to none. And I love having the opportunity to work with him, and I look forward to coaching him one more time. All right, let's get it done.
All right, let's take a look at our third MVP nominee.
Jalen Smith just crashed down from the outside.
I don't think there's ever a film session where we can go from beginning to the end and not just be like, wow, how did he just do that?
Texas, week 1, everybody's excited.
We don't really know what kind of team Texas is going to be. There's a lot of hype. They have a great quarterback, a big guy.
I was a little too excited, and I missed the tackle. And Swoops kind of stepped up and kind of scurried up and started to run.
Completely open space. He's got anywhere he wants to go.
And here comes Jalen.
Boom.
Boom.
Jalen lays the wood on him.
Just comes down and absolutely destroys him.
I'm like, what was that? And then I see Jalen get up and celebrate. So I'm like, wow, if he just hit him like that, then I know it's going to be a long season for everybody else.
It's hard for like the casual fan to appreciate maybe how hard it is to make that tackle, and especially to make that tackle with force.
He definitely kind of set the tone for the season and kind of our expectations on defense. I would definitely say Jalen led by his play. He played at such a high level that others had to elevate their game. And just seeing how much he's grown as a leader this entire year, just seeing him from game 1 to game 11, it's tremendous change.
Throughout camp, throughout this season, he's been able to sit down and talk to guys and say, hey, this is what we have to do to succeed. Follow my lead. If you can't do it, I will break it down. I'll slow down for you to explain to you how best to do this.
He's another coach on the football field, and he knows exactly what's going on. It's been a tremendous transition and something that's been really fun to watch.
More Notre Dame football when we return. Presenting the Defensive Player of the Year award, please welcome Defensive Coordinator Brian Van Gorder.
3 hours of hell, right now. Everything you got. No regrets. We got one shot. You ready?
Ready. Intercepted by Notre Dame. Picked off by Elijah Shumate. The ball is tipped. Intercepted by Max Redfield.
And it's picked off.
And Luke did a nice job.
Running wide, trying to get upfield is Thomas, and he funnels the ball. Notre Dame picks it up. Jalen Smith calls his own number, and he's going to be thrown down for a loss on the play.
Here comes the heat. Walker steps up. Ball's on the field.
Beautiful defense that time as Sanders was hit by Shumate.
You get the leverage outside.
Stands in. Here's a big rush, and he's going to be sacked. And there's a big knockdown now. He's hit, knocked down, sacked.
Come here. Come on in here. Can't worry about the score, guys. We got to go out and get a stop to win the game.
Johns is hit, ball on the field. Notre Dame has it, takes the ball, and wins the game.
Man, there's some crazy looks, some crazy things being said, some crazy acts going on up here. So I'll try to stay normal, all right? Was that Schmidt out here screaming when I was in the back? Getting a little bit weird. Defensive Player of the Year. Tonight we'll call him Jalen Smith. I want to say this about Jalen. As a coach, it's been so satisfying, and it doesn't happen often to really have a great player that just wants to get better. He wants to get more dominant. He wants to improve. And he demands it, even of coaches, to keep feeding him information. And it's really been a blast watching you grow in your game and watching you get to where you are. And this is much deserved. I congratulate you, Jay.
Thank you, Coach.
time, because this is a special group of guys, the Special Teams Player of the Year award.
Special teams, it's great. It takes a unique kind of coach, someone that's got a lot of juice, a lot of energy, because that's what it takes. The players got to charge down there and make things happen. And guys in the return game like C.J. Sanders and that amazing kickoff return by C.J.
Awesome.
And they're coached by great guys. So here to present
That
the Special Teams Player of the Year award, Coach Scott Booker.
Woo!
We gotta win the field position. Start back.
Beautiful special teams orchestrated there. Matthias Farley downs it deep.
Great job leveraging the ball backside. Right side, we need you. We need you right now.
Sanders with a seam.
And the 20, and the 10. Home he is. All the way home. Touchdown Notre Dame.
Special Teams Player of the Year, Matthias Farley.
And it goes off the hands of Sherman Alston. Yes, and Notre Dame takes over.
So everybody sees what we do on Saturdays, obviously, and Matthias had 3 recoveries of a onside kick. But no one sees what happens on Thursday. All right, every Thursday we do a drill where we practice onside kicks, and he has yet to recover one cleanly. And the head coach always looks at me and said, "Are we sure we want him in this position?" And he is, because he did a great job for us. He's great on and off the field. So again, Matthias Farley, congratulations.
More Echoes 15 when we return.
Let's move to offense now. Offense averaging 34.8 points per game, 471.5 yards of total offense per game. Some pretty gaudy numbers, including 6 games of over 200 yards rushing. The offense so explosive, scoring 12 touchdowns of over 50 yards. And believe me, that is a record for the University of Notre Dame.
Here to present the Offensive Player of the Year award, Coach Mike Denbrock.
It's more about us as it always is than it is about them, right? Us doing our job, us doing what we do.
He catches it. He goes in. Touchdown Notre Dame.
Yes, sir. Whoever's the closest to will go block, okay? And that could be the corner.
Down to the goal line. He extends.
A little conviction in your step. I love it, brother. I love it.
Hello, everybody. It's my honor to introduce the Offensive Player of the Year, and let's take a look at our winner.
Great job of pass protection, just great strength. He's a big boy. Staying on his block, gets the edge, working to the outside, gets the kick out block right up underneath and through the gap.
We were very blessed this year offensively to have a number of guys who could have won this award. Ronnie is a great example of a young man who came to Notre Dame and developed his skill, developed himself as a man, developed himself as a football player, as a student, and really, I think, sums up the heart of this football team. He had a chance to go into the NFL last year, decided to come back and be part of Team 127. And with his leadership, the leadership of the other guys on offense, we had a great year. And it's a testament to Ronnie, the guys up front, and everybody else on the offensive side of the ball. So congratulations, Ronnie. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ronnie. It's time now to reveal our final MVP nominee.
Here is Kaiser looking for a place to go. Throws downfield. There's an open receiver. Caught! Touchdown! Touchdown, Notre Dame.
I mean, well, great players make, great plays when they have to.
When I think of the silent assassin. He's quiet, but he steps up in the moment.
If you put him one-on-one, it's over. I mean, no one's keeping up with him in the country.
We get a play call, and the O-line will kind of smirk, look at each other, go, okay, this is a possible, 60-yard touchdown to Will.
The way that Will is able to, blow past a guy, but at the same time run a route that creates crazy separation, it just makes things a lot easier for a quarterback.
He takes a great deal of pride in that. He wants to be the big play guy. He wants to be put in positions where he's making those types of plays for our football team.
During the Virginia game, we saw he was like, give me the ball, I want the ball. And when you see that determination from him, you already know something's big going to happen.
We're in a 2-minute situation, the clock's winding down. Will kind of was late getting set. He didn't have eyes on the football like he should have. He went by the guy and broke into the open, and Deshaun did a great job, obviously, of finding him.
I purely just put the ball as far down the field and as close to the sideline as I possibly can because I knew Will was going to keep the defender inside.
And I turned around and I just knew at that point, I just threw my hands up because I knew.
Once again, Will Fuller comes up big for the Irish.
He catches it! Touchdown, Notre Dame! Looking for a miracle.
Our goal is to make it easy and go get it wherever, and it just shows on that play. Deshaun just put it up and Will found the ball, you know what I mean? Went and got it. And it's been amazing to see, just witnessing greatness.
Field, Will Fuller, wide open. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Hear from Notre Dame's MVP coming up.
And we represent the greatest university in the world. Let's carry that pride tonight onto this field, and let's play for Notre Dame. Let's play for each other, and let's play for Our Lady.
Our Lady, Queen of Victory.
Hey, they're ripping at every ball. Time out. Slide to your throws, you're stepping back.
I was so focused on my front, I didn't even look behind it.
Throws downfield, there's an open receiver. Caught! Fuller, touchdown, Notre Dame.
Just don't press cover that guy. That's ridiculous, Will. Right here, Mike. Right here. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Notre Dame. The Irish find a way.
Is everybody clear on that?
Yes, sir.
That's how we're playing today. I don't know what next week holds or the week after or 3 weeks down the road, but tonight, that's how we're playing this football game.
Please welcome Notre Dame football head coach, Brian Kelly.
Good evening. This year could not have been the year that we had without the next man in philosophy, one that we've had here for the last 6 years. But it came into play this year more times than we wanted to. And it's really the mantra that's in our locker room. The pride and the tradition of Notre Dame football will not be left to the weak or the timid or the non-committed. And that's the next man in. That person that's ready to step in when he's called upon, because he's doing the work necessary. He's preparing for that opportunity to come in and continue to play at that highest level. And we had that happen so many times this year to so many players. And I think it says so much about the players, so much about the support that we have here, that we all understand how next man in is so important. So with that, let's watch this video.
On his way, he could be gone. The race is on, and C.J. Prosise is a clear...
2 yards is never good enough for CJ. He's going to take 2 and make it 4. He's going to take 4 and make it a touchdown. And I'm almost like a spectator watching this guy go to work when I hand the ball off. Coaches hate me for it because I'm supposed to be carrying out a fake, but he's awesome.
Inside the 10, heading for pay dirt.
He's one of those guys that it doesn't matter how you get him on the field, but he needs to be on the field because he's a playmaker.
He started at safety and went to linebacker for a little bit, and when they started training him at running back, it was kind of like, well, why not? You know what I mean? It's an easier way to get the ball in this guy's hands.
He's just a football player, He adjusted real well, and, once he gets that ball in his hands, that's fun time for him.
You never can predict where a season would be if all your starters were around, but we can definitely evaluate this season with all the backups coming in, and man, is it special.
Guys went down, guys stepped in, and C.J. Prosise is a great example of what is going on throughout our whole football team. He's pulling his warm-up off and running down the sidelines at full speed, like he's running the ball while Josh is actually on the field.
Like, what are you doing? Like, you just had a concussion. Like, stop running. Like, we need you, back for the next week. I mean, that's the, big bro right there. When he scores, we do the same thing. So that just shows you, how we are as a group.
Just a pure talent athlete, East Coast guy.
Weaving and driving and fighting to the end zone and going in is C.J. Prosise.
The next man award goes to C.J. Prosise.
Have a seat. All right. Because this deserves a little bit of discussion. So congratulations, my friend. Nothing like rushing for over 1,000 yards your first year as a running back. Well done. Right? Come on. So these folks, they know your story. Safety to wide receiver to running back. Tell us how difficult that transition was. What was your biggest challenge?
Just learning everything. Getting used to different sides of the ball. Getting used to playing positions I've never played in my life before. And it's something you gotta get used to, and it's something I just want to do to help my team.
And Coach, when you first saw CJ, I know you saw him dunking in basketball, right? The first time you saw him?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts?
Well, I thought, he has a great athletic ability, and that we'll figure it out when he gets here, what position, and it kind of turned out that way. We have to figure it out, and I think that goes to this award, and that he was selfless. We moved him around. It very easily could have been difficult in the transition. Here's a guy that really established himself as a very good wide receiver, but really said, I'll be a running back. I'll do whatever is necessary for the team, and I think that says a lot about CJ.
Did you have any trepidation at first?
I was a little nervous at first. Just playing running back. Something you got used to, and it's not an easy position to just transition to. But I thought, at first it's gonna be I'll do it here and there, but it turned out to be I had to do a lot more than I thought. But
Yes,
it just
you did.
ended up being a good transition for me, though.
Yeah, right. You went from number 3 to, carrying the load pretty quickly. So what was the highlight of your year among all of the great things? What was the best moment for you?
Honestly, for me, it was seeing Josh run that touchdown, that 98-yard touchdown. Just seeing, my young guy I work, he's come through and working with, and just being able to just be so excited for him. It's been good. It was funny.
Wow, what are we looking at? Oh, yeah, there it is. What does it tell you about CJ that he answered that way? When I say, what was your best moment at seeing another guy's success?
Well, that room is really close, and you can tell that they all are great kids, and they pull for each other. But I think that is this team, Team 127. You really can't have a next man in unless you have that kind of environment where the guys are pulling for each other. And I think that's what makes this a special group.
CJ, wonderful year for you. Congratulations. And Coach, everything that you did and that you guys all pulled together, the tenacity that you showed, you represented Notre Dame so well. And I think you showed everybody a lot of the intangibles of what makes this school so special. And CJ, you epitomized that. So congrats.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
More Notre Dame football when we return.
The last award we'll be presenting tonight is the most valuable player. But before Coach Brian Kelly presents that award, here's a short video of the history of Notre Dame football MVPs.
Here's Henry pitching again.
At the 30, look out, it's going to be a foot race. To the 40, to the 50, down the sideline, at the 30, pulling away.
It's caught by Samardzija. Inside the 20, inside the 10. He's going in. Notre Dame has scored. Brady Quinn does it again.
as you know, Team 127 has not been about any one individual. So to give the MVP, as you can tell, it's a very difficult chore. There's so many great players, offense, defense, special teams. But really, when we tried to figure out how to do this, we said, you know what? This has got to be driven by the players. We put it in the hands of our team. We let you vote on it. And I think you made the decision for this, and the best decision. And I think when you talk about an MVP, there's so many different definitions of it. But I think with this winner, he changed the game. He changed the complexion of the game. I know Coach Van Gorder talks about a game wrecker. I know on offense, we talk about somebody that can break a game open. And this guy certainly was able to do that. For Team 127, let's all put our hands together for this year's MVP, Will Fuller.
Will looking sharp, as always. When you had a chance to look at that clip and you see all the great Notre Dames of the past go by, the MVPs of all those other teams, and what they did for this great university, what goes through your mind?
Oh man, I can't even explain it, because I can't even explain being here, being at this university. I mean, it's still all a dream to me. I don't know how to handle it. So. But it's just good being in the same, conversation as some of the guys that I saw up there.
Coach, we saw a lot of the signs that we saw this year from Will. Last year had the most prolific year for a sophomore wideout in Notre Dame history. And a lot of people are saying, is he going to be able to take it up another notch this year? Is he going to be able to equal the Blazer and the game record, as you say, this year that he was last year? But not surprised that he attained another level.
Yeah, I think what changed for us as we look at great players through the years, that when the moment was great, he stepped up. And when we needed that big play, as you could see by many of the clips, the Virginia game, the Temple game, where he's back home in Philadelphia, steps up big and makes those huge plays. So I think the great players find a way to make those big plays when those big plays are needed.
And Will, everybody knows you have blazing speed, but I think maybe what got lost a little bit in that, what we saw a lot of from the booth and taking a look at all these touchdowns, was your ability when the defender got there to get yourself in the right position to make the catch. That is just as much an art of the position as anything else, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. You gotta be able to judge the ball, when it's in the air. So, I learned that, here. Things I picked up here with Coach Denbrock and the great coaching that I've gotten here. So, all props to them.
You have the blazing speed, but according to you, it hasn't always been totally blazing, right? How did you get so fast so quick here at Notre Dame?
I mean, no one ever, believes me when I say this, but I wasn't the fastest guy in high school. I always looked at myself as a quick type of guy who can had good route running. So there's. Again, thanks to the strength and conditioning staff, getting my legs right and just using that to my advantage now.
I think the other thing about Will that really needs to be pointed out is, when he was the skinny kid in Philadelphia, the one thing that we did see was his ability to track the football. And now he's become more than that. It's not just tracking the football, his ability to run screens and the short routes, and he's developed himself into a great player, and that's why he's our MVP.
Will, congratulations on a fantastic season. Coach, fantastic season for you as well. Look forward to seeing you down the road.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
One more round of applause for Will Fuller.
And DeShone Kizer.
Captain Joe Smith.
C.J. Prosise is a clear winner.
Sheldon Day and Will Fuller. Jalen Smith.
Let's all put our hands together for this year's MVP,